Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Health After Hours, a podcast that Ginny and I created, presented by Bayan Health, of course. Workshopping the name, what do you think of Health After Hours?
I love it because it's 10:30 at night.
Yeah, I think it's a little later, 10:47.
10:47, okay.
Yes, we finally got our kids to bed, and this is the only time we have to do this. So, episode 1, we're going to just be talking about why we got started and why we started Bayan Health. And if you don't know, I'm Gig. This is Ginny.
Hi.
And we are the owners and founders of Bayan Health. Why don't we talk, Jen? Why don't you talk about why we started Bayan Health?
Well, I went through my own wellness journey and I found very good success in it, and I felt better and I felt stronger and I felt more just better for my family. So I just wanted to share that with the rest of the world, whoever wanted to listen. And what I got into was peptides. And not very many people I knew about peptides, so I was very excited to share the knowledge that I had, so maybe I could help change, at least one person's quality of life.
What would you say? Were you on it 1 or 2 months before I jumped on the bandwagon? You were the guinea pig? You did all the research?
Yeah, I did all the research myself.
I wanted to make sure it worked.
I read all the literature, I started it, and right from the get-go, I felt like, it was working, and then I could see a change in myself, in my physical appearance, and how I felt more confident, and also just in my joints, in the decrease in inflammation, and also my energy level. And that meant so much to me because I have 2 small boys. I have a 5-year-old now, and he's 2.5, our second boy. And if you've had boys, you know that they're very hard to keep up with. So energy is very important, and it is important to enjoy.
I noticed the change.
Family. So
I noticed the change in you pretty quickly. Kind of week by week, it got better. You would hop on the scale, and you'd see that, you'd get happy, and it was like it was a nice feeling. I mean, you felt good about yourself, you felt better, and then the energy levels with the other peptides started coming, and it was just, it was great to see. And then after, again, probably month and a half, I started, and kind of same thing, just started feeling better, started losing weight. But yeah, that was in, August of last year, 2025?
I started at the end of August, and then you started the end of September, so
okay.
A month after me.
Yeah, so we're coming up on a year. So fast forward, we did that from, September into like January, whenever, we got the idea, you really started I think we could do this on our own and start our own company. Mm-hmm. And obviously you're the brains and I'm to the business, I understand numbers and business. So I think a good team there. But so we started that, and what happened? I mean, January we started working with physician networks, or started talking to physician networks, started talking to different pharmacies, and started working with developers and development team. And fast forward, again, 120 days, 4 months before, maybe even close to 5 months before we actually went live. A lot of work, 1,000 man hours on us. Plus our team, the developers, the physician network, everyone to work with. It was, we didn't want to do a white label where we piggyback off someone else's idea. We wanted to build it from the ground up and do it how we wanted to do it.
Yeah,
so
we set up the protocols, we developed our website, we basically wanted it how we wanted it. And I think what sets us apart is that how we want it is to build it more like a community, not just us just selling peptides to you guys. We want to make it really, truly a wellness destination, because wellness is more than just losing weight. It's more than just stepping on the scale. It's mental health, it's energy, it's we offer primary and urgent care for those who need it. And then in our future plans, we also would like to offer a mental health therapy marketplace. Because mental health, I am a true believer that is an incredibly important part of life. Not just the physical health, but mental health is also important. So
speaking of, we do have some peptides to help with cognitive, and we can
yes,
talk
we do.
about later
We'll
episodes.
talk about later, yes. So
Um,
we wanted to make it more than just selling peptides, a few peptides and some GLPs. We really wanted to make it a wellness destination, and on top of that, we have lab work you guys can look at. That's pretty much all encompassing.
12 different panels. Partnered with Quest Diagnostics on that, which is really cool. But yeah, we talked about what we wanted the company to be, and you're right, the community aspect of it, just helping people, and no BS. We sat there and kind of talked about why do we want to do this. Ginny's obviously a successful CRNA. I have other business ventures that are successful, and profits did not even come up. Making money wasn't even in the top 5. We just talked about getting to work together, which would obviously be fun, different experiences we'd have, obviously clearly helping patients, educating on, peptide therapies and just overall well-being and health. So that was really, those were our main drivers in this. And I know it might sound cliche and not real, but profit wasn't the main driver. So, I think getting that message across, kind of pivot through some of my notes that I actually took, but, talking about what has actually been a challenge over the first few weeks is that we offer our products at essentially a cost plus 15, a Mark Cuban adaptation of cost plus drugs. And yeah, people were reaching out to us. And again, the biggest challenge so far, I think, has been, is this real? How can you afford this pricing? Do you want to talk a little bit about...
We, when we first started out, we were offering coupon codes, and we just kind of thought it was silly because, we were just offering random coupons.
It was wheeling and dealing all the time. And price matching, sorry to interrupt.
Price matching, and
this was only like 2 weeks of this.
We thought, why don't we just offer this to everybody? Because everybody deserves a chance for the same change in how you feel and quality of life as I did. So we changed our mindset. We changed our mindset in our marketing, where we didn't want to spend a ton of money on marketing. So, we're trying to kind of do it from a grassroots level where we work on our socials and deliver you guys content, very minimal marketing. You're looking at our team of people here, so we don't have a huge team of sales or MLM people to pay for. So getting rid of all those factors freed up some room to offer better prices. So we basically offered that back to you guys.
There's only so many compounding pharmacies. So a lot of us use the same compounding pharmacies, and physician networks, there are a good bit, but they're all, pretty similar, pricing similar. So it says, what is the difference, in pricing? And Ginny hit the nail on the head. That's it. We don't have that, it's called CAC, customer acquisition costs, these big marketing dollars, because the customer ends up paying for that. So yeah, we just said, let's eliminate that. We do have, I think, built in 5% for marketing, which is the lowest in the country, hands down, out of any telehealth company. But really, yeah, organic, grassroots, build a community, slow and steady growth, and just be our true, authentic selves was really just the main thing. It's like, I don't want to compete. That's not our goal. We're not competing with a hims, hers, row. Mm-hmm. In essence, we are. We're selling similar products to a degree, but we're charging less, and because we're making 15%, we think it's a fair number.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's fair for us, it's fair for you. Obviously we're a for-profit business. We are putting in a lot of work. 15% is fair. And that's kind of just how we approached it. And I think the reception has been good. But again, the hurdle has been people saying, how are you offering it this? This doesn't make sense. Is this a scam?
I think that's a hurdle because the culture out there is that these products are so expensive because the big time companies, everyone is so used to these big time companies charging astronomical prices for these things when, we're being so transparent here because it's true. You don't have to charge all that money, and it's either, these big pine companies, call them out, it's either greed or they're just spending way too much on signing a big celebrity to market for them, which costs a lot of money as well. Gig went to this very fun event called the Fanatics Fest, looking to land a celebrity to help us, but then we thought, well, that's gonna cost us so much money. Why don't we just do this ourselves? So we took that direction.
Shout out to AV Sports, Mike Allen, my restaurant business partner, who's the CEO of AV Sports. He got us behind the scenes, passing. It was an awesome experience. And then Jared Hunt, who we should mention, is one of my best friends. Love the guy. He is our CMO, former Microsoft exec, kind of early retirement, I guess. He helps run West Logistics. Him and his wife Germany have a very successful Amazon logistics company. They're absolutely killing it. So I don't want to say early retirement. I guess early retirement from the corporate world. And he had some time. He's a user of peptides and products, so he joined our team. And obviously, he's just so brilliant. It's so great to have him.
Yeah, he's been amazing. He said multiple times that he believes in what we have to offer in our movement, in our mission. So he was very excited to join us, and we were excited for him to have on our team as well.
And then getting back to just you say about the celebrity endorsements, that whole thing was awesome, but it was getting to the wheeling and dealing and the percentage and this, that, and the other. And it was just, I don't have it in me. It was too much. It's like, just pass the savings on, not the savings, just offer a fair price and just don't have this big bloated ad spend money in your pricing model. I mean, that's really it.
Yeah. So here's the thing: we're trying to change a culture here, and we all know that's hard to do. Because we all know that everyone is used to a culture where drugs are expensive, GLPs are expensive, things that aren't even necessarily FDA regulated, like supplements and peptides, they're expensive. We all have lived through that challenge. So we're trying to overcome that and offer something that, is more accessible to, I'm hoping, everybody, honestly, to as many people as possible.
And
I don't know how many times somebody comes up to me and says, my insurance denied me for my GLP.
Or to kick them off. We're hearing a lot of kick them off.
Yeah, and it's really, really sad because, we all know about weight and how it relates to other comorbidities such as diabetes and heart issues. And if we just fix that from the ground up, our nation will just be a healthier place, and I think that's just kind of the start to our healthcare crisis, to be honest.
Yeah,
not to get into
we'll do another episode.
Oh, I know, not to get into another.
If anyone listens or whatever. But we actually have a sponsor. First episode, we have a sponsor. Our first sponsor tonight is McDowell's, home of the Golden Arcs. For a limited time only, buy one, get one on the Big Mick. Offer ends August 31st. Now, we're a health and wellness company, but we may have to try one of those Big Micks.
I would love a Big Mick, yes. I would love a Big Mick.
I'm silly. I'm silly. Well, that's really it for the first episode. It's really just kind of talking about the origin story, why we started this, what our motivations were when we started it and are continuing going forward. And just building the community, helping people out. It's been fun. We haven't looked or got excited once by a credit card or monetary transaction, hand to God. We get excited when a patient comes in and Jenny mainly helps them and says, such and such reached out and they're having this, and you get back to them. And that's what we talk about. I think we're pretty happy with the patient's number, but again, it's really just about helping them.
Yeah.
We haven't
I love
talked
to
once.
talk about peptides, guys, so if you just want to talk about it, not buy anything, that's fine. I love to talk about it. I love to get new ideas. What have you tried? What have you been successful on? What hasn't been successful for you? I always want to know.
You can reach us.
Too, so.
Well, you can reach us any different way. I mean, another thing I think that we should touch on sets us apart quickly, but it's the customer service and the accessibility. Whereas there's not just a chat bot, not an email address. These fly-by-nights you see popping up all over social media, you can't get in touch with a human being, right? So you could get in touch with us. My cell phone number is on the site. If you click in the bottom, emails, all of our socials, Facebook Messenger. I think we may even have a WhatsApp number that goes to me as well. And then Ginny and I are always talking, so I didn't put both of our numbers, so those ones come to me, but then obviously her and I talk, or if there's questions just for her, I just send a text message like I did with me, her, and a new patient on it, and we answer it. That's just how it should be. You should have access to this. And Ginny and I are not medical doctors. We know, but that is why we have a medical partner, a physician network that is there to guide you, guide us. We talk to them all the time. I talk to them constantly on a Slack channel where we get a lot of our messaging done. But yeah, so we have that. So I mean, taking care of people, our patients, that's obviously a priority for us. So well, that's it. That's going to wrap up the first episode. We're calling it Health After Hours. We're giving it our own identity. Because they're always going to be at night. It's 11 o'clock, past 11 o'clock at night, and we still have stuff to do before we get to bed, like most parents out there. And yeah, that's it. But we'll see you next week for episode 2. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.